Dave Brennan, Planner Marketing for Case IH Early Riser Planners. I want to introduce you today to the newest member of the 2000 series family of Early Riser planners, the 2150S. This planner is going to give those customers that want to switch between 30-inch row spacing and 15-inch row spacing perfect opportunity to own an Early Riser planner. We're going to offer this in 5 different configurations, the first being a 23-row 15-inch planner. The second being a 24-row 15-inch planner. Third being a 31-row 15-inch planner, a 32-row 15-inch planner, and finally that fifth configuration being a 24-row 20-inch planner. Let's talk about some of the features that are going to be new for this planner. Let's start with the bulk fill tanks. We're going to see 2 50-bushel for a total of 100 bushel carrying capacity on seed individually mounted on the back of this planner. I say individually mounted because as an option from the factory, we've got individual scales. Those individual scales are going to provide that operator the ability to measure seed in a partial fill situation to make sure that it's even between those 2 bulk fill tanks. In addition to that, you're going to see on this particular planner the liquid fertilizer option. An all new tank design for us. Going to maximize that run time for the operator in the field at 525 gallons of carrying capacity. Let's talk about the frame now and how we're going to carry this additional product. So we're going to see all new design on that frame with larger components throughout. Large 8x8 frame, that's going to give us the ability to put a larger tire package underneath this frame with VF tires, both on the wings and on the main frame. That's going to maximize that footprint for us in the field and minimize compaction in and around that seed zone. We've got optional from the factory wing weight management, so we can transfer some of that weight out to the end of those toolbars to ensure that those outer row units are hitting that target planting depth, even in the harshest environments. Now let's transition around and take a look at the subframe assembly on the 2150S. So we're going to see the wing subframe assembly on all these configurations be hydraulically controlled. They're going to have 3 preset positions, the first one being 0. That 0 position is going to be hydraulically controlled from the cab in terms of the amount of down pressure applied to that subframe cylinder. That's going to give those row units that are attached to that subframe a solid point to push off of to achieve target planting depth, even in the harshest planting environments, the highest residue conditions that we can run into in the field. The second position we would look at would be about that 58-degree angle. And that's going to be when we transition on the splitter units from 15-inch planting to 30-inch planting. It's going to get those row units up and out of the way. We'll be planting them just with those mainframe row units. The third position is going to be that 90-degree angle. It's going to be straight up. Those row units are going to be in that position for transport. It's going to give us a nice tight package behind a dualed up Magnum tractor spaced at 120 inches. It's also going to give us a narrow storage position to minimize room inside of the machine shed. Now let's take a look at the center toolbar rigid subframe assembly. We're going to see that hydraulically controlled from the cab as well, but it's just going to be the row units that would raise at that particular time. So as we transition between 15-inch row spacing and 30-inch row spacing, we can from the cab raise those row units. Now, it does not exclude the 20-inch configurations. We can raise those row units as well. That's going to give us a lot of access to that front rank of row units for seed or crop type changeouts, for adjustments to those row units, or whatever we may need to access those front row units for. All right, so those are just a few features of the 2150S planner. I highly encourage you to get out and visit with your local Case IH dealership for more information on this or any of the other members of the 2000 series family of Early Riser planners.